This video is all about fragrances that you can wear all year long, winter, summer, spring, or fall. You can wear one fragrance the whole year, you don't have to think too much about it, and you'll smell great. Hi everybody, I'm Peter from Centrail. On this channel we talk about fragrances, perfumers, niche, designers, and so on. If you like fragrances or just want to smell great, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into our 10 fragrances you can wear all year. My number 10 fragrance in this list is going to be a Prada fragrance. The one I chose is Prada Lum from 2016. Prada Lum is a super easy fragrance you can wear. You can wear it day, night, office, play, it doesn't matter. It's super easy. This one has some amber, cedar, and sandalwood in it with a touch of patchouli. It's a bit on the powdery side, and the projection is about 1 to 2 feet with about 8 hours of longevity. Now, I like to wear this one when it's not a classic evening, or when it's a little bit more playful, or when it's a more easygoing day. Some days when I want to be just a little bit more classic, I grab for another Prada fragrance. Now I wanted to only do one for number 10, but I'm gonna throw in another one that I really like a whole lot from Prada. That is Prada Luna Rasa, the original. Now there's a lot of flankers of this one, but this is my favorite out of the flankers. This is a 2012 fragrance, and it dries down beautifully on my skin. With the lavender, clary sage, mint, and ambroxan, it is really a stunner as it dries down just a little bit. This one's a little bit more mature. It's not quite as powdery and playful as this one. So for number 10, you got two that you can wear all year long. My number 9 fragrance is a fragrance most of you already know. But it is a great fragrance if you want to just wear one fragrance all year and not think about it too much. It is Dylan Blue by Versace. This 2016 fragrance was created by a perfumer named Alberto Morillas. He's a really great perfumer, has got lots of perfumes under his nose. This one is fruity. It has some incense in it. It's plenty deep. It has musk. And so you can wear this one all year long, and it has plenty of depth for the cooler months, and it is light enough in the summer to wear it when it's hotter outside. If you like Dior Sauvage, you will most likely like this one as well. It's not quite as peppery, but this one is much cheaper and it lasts all day. It's a great choice for one scent if you want to wear it all year long and not think about it too much. That's Dylan Blue by Versace. My number 8 fragrance is Y by Yves Saint Laurent. This right here is the Eau de Parfum version. I like it a little bit better. The Eau de Parfum has juniper berries, while the Eau de Toilette has the pineapple. I like the Eau de Parfum better. It's just a little bit deeper for me with the amberwood at the base, while the Eau de Toilette has the ambergris and it's more of a citrus aromatic. I like this one just a bit better for all year round. It's just a little bit deeper and a little bit more saturated, so it wears better into the colder months and springtime, while the Eau de Toilette just kind of is not quite strong enough. I personally like the EDP a little bit better. That's by Yves Saint Laurent, and it's Y. Number 7 is going to be another freshie. It is Acqua di Gio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. This fragrance is 100% signature scent worthy. It's a little bit more on the mature side, but you can wear this all year long without a problem. In the summertime when it's hot outside, the aquatic notes in here, the fresh notes come to the forefront. You got rosemary and some citruses. And when it gets cooler outside, you have the patchouli that comes to the forefront. And you can wear this one dressed up, dressed down, wear it to work. It's a great scent for all year long. That's Acqua di Gio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. The number 6 is going to be a little bit smoother and a little bit sweeter. I chose Chanel's Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This fragrance, with the spicy tonka and green notes, is still a hit since its launch in 2012. This fragrance also sports some mandarin orange, some mint, sandal, and cedar wood. If you've never smelled this one, you gotta get your nose on it. It is really smooth, it's beautiful, calm. It's just a wonderful, it's actually, what it is, it's really hard to dislike this fragrance. It has about 8 hours of longevity, and it has really good sillage. This is a fragrance, once you've smelled it, you'll never forget it. It's nice and smooth in the style of Chanel. The number 5 fragrance I chose is one from Guerlain. It is L'Homme Idéal. It's the Eau de Parfum. This 2016 fragrance has the notes of almond, cherry, leather, and tonka in it. As it dries down, the leather comes more to the foreground, and you still smell the warm cherry and leather. The tonka is in the background, kind of surrounding all of it. It's a great fragrance. It is a little bit more on the elegant side. It's a little bit more dressy, but you can also wear this with a t-shirt and jeans, no problem at all. It is just a little bit more refined, like a lot of the Guerlain fragrances are. It's a great fragrance for all year long. It's L'Homme Idéal EDP by Guerlain. Number 4 is a fragrance from 2006, and it's been a bestseller since then. It is Terre de Hermès. The main note in Terre de Hermès is an orange note, or a mandarin orange maybe, and it is just a little bit on the riper side. So some people don't really like that because it is a little bit, I don't know, maybe dusty. But this fragrance wears really well on your skin. It is super smooth. And it's just a wonderful fragrance. Once you've tried this one and wore it for a few days, you really understand what I'm talking about. At first, you might go, oh, it's too mature, or it's too this or too that. But you have to give it a wear. This one kind of grows on you, and it's almost like you miss the scent after you haven't worn it for a while. It's a really lovely fragrance from 2006, Terre de Hermès. Now, there's a couple of other versions out there. There's the Eau Fraiche, which doesn't last in the cooler months. Also a very nice one that people like. There's vetiver in here, not that much, but if you like the vetiver with this kind of fragrance DNA, they make one intense vetiver, I believe, which is also a nice fragrance that can also be worn all year long. I think the Terre de Hermès line is really, really nice for all year, except for the Eau Fraiche. It's lighter. So that's Terre de Hermès EDT. My number 3 is also a really good fragrance that you can wear all year long. And it is Dunhill Icon. Dunhill Icon is a great fragrance, and it has a wonderful bottle. I love these bottles. They feel so good in your hand. Nice and solid. Great little cap on it. Let's give it a spray as well. At first, with Dunhill Icon, what you get hit with is neroli, petitgrain, and bergamot. And it's just a really unique fragrance. It is fresh. It's also a bit more on the mature side, I would say. Maybe 20, 25 and up. It's a spicy, woody citrus. And it has an earthy feel to it. It's probably due to the oak moss that's in here. I really enjoy wearing this one. Unfortunately, the longevity and the protection isn't quite what I would like for it to be. It suffers just a bit, but it's still a great all year round scent if you just want to wear one. And that's it. That's Dunhill Icon. My number 2 fragrance for fragrances all year round is in the line of Dunhill Icon, but it's a bit newer. It is a 2018 fragrance that was remade from a 1949 fragrance, and it was called Mustache, and this is Mustache by ROCHAS 2018. I've really grown to love this fragrance. Such a good remake. You have pink pepper and mandarin in this one at the opening, mixed with Bulgarian rose and some cedar. It's a really wonderful fragrance if you want to smell different than anybody else with a touch of nostalgia to it from yesteryear. It's not a barbershop fragrance at all, but the Mustache name totally fits the fragrance. The dry down of Mustache is benzoin, which is kind of a sweeter scent, tonka bean, and patchouli. So it's a wonderful dry down, and it's a great fragrance if you want to wear it all year long. It's heavy enough for the colder days, and if you go a little bit easy on the trigger in the summer, you'll be good to go with Mustache from ROCHAS. It's a new remake of 2018 from a 1949 fragrance. Really good job on that one. And my number one fragrance, if you just want to wear one all year long and don't want to have to worry about it too much, is a fragrance profile that we all love. Now, many people say it's a clone. I don't think it's a clone. It's in the direction of. And that is Mont Blanc, and it's the Explorer. It starts off citrusy with some bergamot, yes. And it has a Ventus vibe to it for sure. But the ambroxan and leather, as it dries down, goes in a different direction than the dry down of Creed Ventus. This one on its own, it stands on its own in its own league, and it's about 3 times less than a Ventus. Do I think it takes the place of a Ventus? In no way. But you know, if you want to, I have a video where I compare these two and go a little bit deeper into the notes. I'll link it in the cards above. But my number one fragrance for wearing all year long, if you don't want to think too much about it, is Mont Blanc Explorer, and it's a 2019. I'm Peter from Central. I hope you enjoyed my list of fragrances you can wear all year long. I'm glad that you were here. Until the next time, I want you to take good care of yourself. Please don't forget to subscribe and like. Always smell nice, and I'll talk to you soon. Until then, Central, out.